Hi, this video is about how to create a spiral stair using AiHouse free modeling. Let's get started. We will start with a room first, and then we change the size to 8,000 and 10,000. Okay, and then we set the wall height to 6,000. Okay, we're gonna draw the base for the spiral stair first, which is a circle, and we only use half the circle. So if you plan to make 17 steps, then you input 34 edges for the polygon circle. If you plan to make 20, then you input 40 on the edges. So 1,002 will be the width of the stair, and then the 30 offset will be the handrail of the stair. So let's enter free modeling now. Okay, we're going to use polygon to draw the circle. So we input 34 on the edges, and then you click the center and input 1,000 at the radius. So please note that when you draw the circle, make sure you snap on one of the axis lines so that the circle is symmetry. Okay, next we offset 1,002 outwards, and then offset another 30 outwards. Okay, and offset 30 inward here in the inner circle. Okay, done. Let's group them first. Select all and combination. Next, we're going to draw the lines to split the steps. Okay, and then we add on 2 steps on the right and 3 steps on the left at 300 in length. Okay. Shortcut key L for draw line, and then we draw from the outer endpoint to the inner endpoints like this. Okay. Draw only half the circle. Okay, and then we ungroup them. Okay, and then we can delete the unwanted regions. Make sure you click on the regions. Okay. So remember to save the file from time to time. Okay. And again, we will group them first before we draw new lines. Okay, now we're going to use line to draw the extra steps together with the handrails. So the step is straight, so we need to make sure the line is straight. Where you can see I'm drawing on a green reference line. Okay, so we're going to make 300 for the length. So make sure it's straight, and then you input 300. The reason why we group them is because after you group, whatever you draw, it will not affect the group items. Okay? So we have done the first one, so we add another one. Okay, so we're gonna add 3 steps on the left side. Done. Then we can ungroup them. Next, we're gonna offset the circle at 1260. 1260. Okay, and then we delete the unwanted regions. Make sure you zoom in big enough to see the tiny lines here, because one tiny line can affect the stretch later on. Okay, now we add the split lines here to complete the stair shape. Okay, and then we delete unwanted lines and the unwanted region. Okay, save the file, and this will be the final look of the base. Okay, next we're going to extrude the rising steps at 150 each. Okay, make sure you already ungroup. Okay, then you click on stretch, and then you press shift to extrude a new layer. Okay, input 150. Okay, for the next one, we are going to stretch by aligning to the previous step, and then we add on another 150 on top of that. So we stretch first, align to this step. Okay, and then from the top here we add on another 150. Same goes to this one, align first. Okay, and then we stretch another 150. Okay, so we're just gonna repeat the same on the rest of the steps. Align first, stretch 150. Okay, here we have done all the steps, and next we're gonna delete all the bottom faces. Okay, we delete all these bottom faces. Okay, you can highlight and delete, just in case you highlighted unwanted lines or regions. Then you can do it one by one like this if you find it hard to highlight. If you don't need the handrail, then you're done. But if you need the handrail, let's say the handrail is what you see in the picture, okay, then we're gonna extrude the handrail. Okay, the handrails are divided into 2 layers. So for the first layer, we're just gonna stretch a lining to the step before it. So we start from the third one, you click and you align to the step before. Okay. Okay, stretch a line to the step before. Okay, and then you repeat until the last step. Okay, so we have done one side, the first layer, and for the second layer we will stretch a lining to the step after it. So the first one after. Okay, stretch this line to one step after. Okay, and then you repeat the same step until the last step. Okay, so for the last step, we will input 300. Okay, done. And then we delete the unwanted lines. And now we have done the left side of the handrail. And then now we're going to delete all the bottom faces. Okay, done. Now for the right side, we're just going to do the same thing all over again. Okay, start from the third one, stretch one step before. Okay. And then the second layer, you stretch a line one step after. Okay, and then we delete all the bottom faces. Okay, next we're going to draw a line on the edges here to close the triangle shape to complete our handrail. So we use line and then you snap on the end point to another end point. Right click to stop. Okay. Repeat until the last step. Okay, do it on left and right, in and out. You're now doing the outer of the handrail. Okay, and now this is the inner part of the handrail. The right side. And also the bottom. Also in and out, left and right. Okay, and then as you can see, the handrail is open on top, so we can just draw a cross line, okay, to close them. Okay, you don't need to draw a rectangle, you just draw a cross line, then it will close automatically. Okay, so you repeat on all the open space to close it, top and the bottom. Okay. Okay. After that, we're going to delete all the unwanted lines on the handrail. Okay, make sure you click on the lines, not the region. So we repeat on both sides, in and out. So we've done one side. Okay. Then you need to complete the other side. Okay, so this is the look of the spiral stair with handrail after we delete all the lines. Okay, and then now, if you want to hide the steps from the bottom view, you can just draw some cross lines to close it. Okay. You can also leave it open, it's up to you. It depends on your design. Make sure you join on the end points. Okay, we almost done the whole spiral stair. group them together first. Save the file. Group it. And now we're going to add the nosing on each of the step. Okay. So this is the nosing. Give it a height 20, and then we're going to stretch out 20. Since we already grouped the stair, then we're going to have to add some auxiliary lines in order for us to snap on the points. So you snap on the edge of the stair and then you drag down 20 mm, and then you repeat on all the steps. Okay, so remember, when you're done, you ungroup them so that you can stretch the surface of the stair. And if you couldn't get the end point you want, you can always add more auxiliary to help you. And after that, you draw a line from left to right. Okay, make sure you get the region of the nosing. Okay, and then you stretch it out at 20. Okay, so we're gonna repeat this to the last step. Okay, draw the line and then you stretch 20. Okay, so now we have completed the spiral stair, and we're going to create the ceiling for the ground floor. Okay, we're going to draw a rectangle same size with the room, which is 8,000, 10,000. And since the spiral stair is at the middle of the room, then we need to get the center point of this rectangle. As we're going to draw another rectangle on this rectangle, we're going to draw another circle on this rectangle. Because you're going to open a hole at the center. Okay, then you draw a circle. Okay, with the radius 2230. Okay, then we stretch it up 150. Okay, and then we delete this region. And then you can group it. Okay, later we're going to move it to the room, so before you move it to the room, you can add some auxiliary line as reference. So this will be the height of the ceiling. So let's say this one is 3150, and then once you got the line, then you can just move the ceiling to the line. Okay, and then you adjust accordingly. Okay, so for the pillar, you can just stretch up as usual. Let's say we make it smaller by using offset, and then we stretch up. Okay, let's say 600, and then you offset another one, and then you stretch up again. If you know the height, then you can just input the height. Else you can just drag manually. Okay, done. Okay. Oh, let's say we stretch a bit higher on the bottom one. Okay, delete this first. Okay. And then we add another 300. So we have finally done the structure of the spiral stair. You can then drag and drop the texture and render as usual. So this is how to create spiral stair using AiHouse free modeling. Please give us a thumbs up if you like the video and don't forget to subscribe. Happy trying. Bye.